So, Mark, let us start with understanding a little bit about the South African ecosystem for the electronic industry as a whole, and why should an organization go and establish themselves in the country?
That's a very good question. South Africa, if we look at it, is ideally positioned for a strong manufacturing base. We have a very good infrastructure, and we have some really strong industries that have been set up for many years in South Africa. We look at the automotive sector has been a huge success in South Africa. We also have a lot of niche markets ranging from manufacturing of satellites through to defense industry was very well established, and all sorts of things in between. We've got companies that manufacture robots for the automotive sector, manufacturing biotechnical laboratories, fully automated. A lot of high-tech companies have come out of South Africa or have relocated to South Africa. It's got a lot of advantages, being on the major trade routes and that, and then also being in Africa. It's used as a jump-off point. It's seen as a jump-off point to access the rest of the African market. So if you can understand the South African market and you can start to develop an affinity with that market, it will allow you to explore the rest of Africa. Now, Africa is huge. You know, it's people think it's small, it's easy to get into. It's very challenging, very tough. So if you can get it right in South Africa, you should get it right in other parts of Africa. We do have challenges. We've just recently gone through our elections, which has brought stability again to the country. Everybody's sort of changing their negative attitude. We're becoming much more positive again. We see a strong drive and commitment from government, the government of national unity, to turn the ship around of South African economy. There's been a lot of investment again by the automotive sector. We're also seeing investment coming back in again under the mining sector, agriculture, and not from our traditional partners from the West, the EU, Americas, and that. We're seeing a lot of investment from the Middle East, and we hope also to attract investment from India again. We're part of BRICS. So there is good support. And what we do encourage companies wishing to look at South Africa is to talk to industry bodies and organizations that's geared towards supporting inward investment, starting with the Department of Trade and Industry, the export councils. I'm a member of the South African Electro-Technical Export Council. So we are geared to support people wanting to find out more. So before you just jump in, come and talk to us. We'll help you, guide you as to who you should be talking to. Business chambers are very well established as well. That's also a good point to start with. So you've got a mix of industry verticals that you can come and test product in. Agriculture is good as well, very strong agriculture. Automotive, as I said, a certain niche market, manufacturing. Mining is very strong. We also, I see a big trend towards the renewables. Energy is very, very big at this moment. And also the circular economy, waste, recycling, a lot of opportunities around that as well. So I think, yes, South Africa, the opportunities are there. It's up to you if you've got a bit of an appetite for risk, but you mitigate that with talking to people and finding out and building trusted partnerships and relationships. You should see a successful business entry. But you have to be careful on who you build your relationships with and go in with open eyes. Make sure you make good contacts, good networks, and you'll be successful.
So if in one sentence you have to describe the current opportunities in the electronic industry in South Africa, how would you define that?
Say again, sorry?
If in one sentence you have to define the opportunity in South Africa for the electronic industry.
In one sentence?
Yes. How would you do that?
I would say the fourth industrial revolution has opened our eyes to amazing opportunities in industry verticals, the conventional ones and non-conventional. And I think the electronic sector is poised to take advantage of the opportunities that's being realized by 4IR. And that's where I would focus on.
Great. Thank you.